Here we go. Actually, here we go. Or so he thinks. He thinks.
That's a lot of options.
He thinks it's gonna start up. There we go. So let me give you a rundown. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Make sure to change your controls. Oh, let me give you a rundown. Here's how I didn't see Microsoft's chat. I didn't see Microsoft's direct. Sorry, not direct. E3 presentation. I keep calling them directs. I woke up too late to see it, but I didn't hear anything particularly amazing about it. So, oh well.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna keep those.
Yeah. So Andrew's gonna 1cc with big girl here.
Oh, I'm gonna try at least. This shot's still weird to me.
And then I'm gonna do the secret. The secret.
Oh, you're right. I'll do one of the secrets. Forgot about them.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with Microsoft, but I did get to watch Square Enix's, and Square Enix had a.
Was it a bra moment?
Well, here's what happened. First of all, Square Enix's entire presentation, like, style, was like it looked like Persona 5.
Oh.
All right, like I know how that sounds. Like Dylan, you can't just call everything that is black, white, and red Persona 5. But like.
But that's correct now.
But like it was more than just the coloration. Everything about it screamed Persona 5 aesthetic, and I was like, I can't not see it like that. It looks so much like it. I was like, okay, that's weird because this is Square. Wow, she died fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you're the new Marissa. But you know, Atlas is Atlas and owned by Sega, so Square shouldn't have anything to do with that, right? So here's how it opened up. New Marvel game, Guardians of the Galaxy, and they dedicated. You're gonna get that light, please.
I'm gonna try. I don't need it. Who even needs it? I don't need it.
The shot type works like Saga beef and piece.
Yeah, that's why it confuses me. Oh my, a rainbow appeared. I wish I could show this to the mistress.
Hey, you lady over there, you got some nice cards. Buy something for the road?
No, thank you. Wait, cards? You mean these mysterious ability cards?
So you got some already, lady. This will be quick. I got some rare cards right here, right now.
I'll take every card you have, please.
Eh?
There's no point in letting blockheads like you have something so valuable. If you don't want to get hurt, then hand them over at once.
Okay, so let me back to the point. They opened with Guardians of the Galaxy, their new game, new Marvel game, right? But they didn't just open with it. They had dialogue footage, they had gameplay footage, they had story footage, and then they had more story footage, and then they had more dialogue footage. And the best part was that it connected to me as a Marvel fan, because when Star-Lord was like, oh shit, I have to do a Mass Effect decision, he's like, let's ask Groot, the big tree guy. Everybody loves Groot. Yeah, Groot. Whoa, and he says the line. Say the line, Groot. I am Groot. Oh yeah, Groot. Yeah, you're the best. I love Groot. I'm gonna buy this game now. All right, so you know we got basically got like 20 minutes of the Square presentation was dedicated to that game, and it showed off way more than I expected. Like. Ugh, it's no use attacking me. You'll never make me give up the ability cards by force. You need to offer me something of equal value, right? That's the basis of a free economy, right?
True. Then I'll pay money so that you give me everything.
Pleasure doing business. Or so I'd like to say, but you can only buy one card at a time. You didn't know that?
Eh? Why?
Who knows? Seems like some big shots decided it.
That's good information. Thank you.
So that's your Otter Bomb.
Yeah. I didn't even get this one, did we?
No.
Shimeimaru's ability to enable super fast movement.
Oh
you move
god.
at extreme speeds while not firing any shots. During high speed movement, your hitbox becomes extremely small, and you become very briefly invincible when beginning to move. It's the ability to cause hitbox crimes that only a trainer can.
That's a good description.
And
So you can get super bomb, or you could not get super bomb.
I'm gonna take life.
All right.
I forgot about my bomb. My bomb is weird.
So yeah, they gave us 20 minutes of that, right, chat? And here's the best part. For the majority of the trailer, they had a little disclaimer at the bottom of the screen that said, licensed music has been replaced. So you didn't even get like any real music from the game. Wow. And then after all that was said and done, and they talked about this Marvel game for so long, they were like, oh, by the way, Final Fantasy 1 through 6 is coming to Steam and mobile. There you go. And then they moved on to like Legends of Mana. They gave like 20 seconds to that news for Final Fantasy
why?
stuff.
That's like kind of a big deal. People like Final Fantasy.
Not as much as they like Guardians of the Galaxy, apparently. and then you know what happened after that? They went back to the Marvel Avengers game that did not do well, and they were like, yo, Black Panther DLC, check it out, Wakanda forever, baby! And then you got like 10 minutes of Marvel's Avengers DLC. And then they were like, check out these hot mobile games that you can play soon. And for the entire segment, there was a disclaimer that said licensed music had been removed. So you were just watching a sequence of games flash by your eyes with no music.
Why?
Because licensed music was
removed.
removed.
Music?
Because I don't know, dude.
I'm kind of like getting the hang of this shot type, but it's still weird. It's been a while since I climbed a mountain on my own. Who knew that Yokai Mountain had such a perfect climbing cliff?
Ah, so it's a human after all. I thought I was seeing things back there.
What, a Kappa?
Not a Kappa, a Yamawaro. We're kind of like comrades. This isn't a place for humans to come, so go home already. Get out of here.
I can't do that, since I can see that you're holding cards too.
Cards, huh? I knew I caught a whiff of those. Their power is beyond the grasp of a mere human. Disappear from this mountain.
There we go.
It's phenomenal. It's amazing. It was blessed. And then, okay, so here's one thing I'll say about Square. DMCFF, kind of funny. This John Final Fantasy with his big paddle sword walks into a castle and he's like, I'm going to kill chaos. That's his entire character. And he just walks around and he like crystallizes people's blood and then he makes them explode, which is kind of hilarious. And then Garland's there, which is kind of sick, because Garland's kind of sick.
Garland's pretty sick. Too bad he was the first complicated Final Fantasy villain.
Even though he was from the first game where there was like nothing going on.
They made him really cool in Dissidia, that's what happened.
Yeah, I knew that. Garland is a cool character. So I guess that game is like a prequel to Final Fantasy 1 or something? I don't know.
But Final Fantasy 1's plot is already kind of cut and dry. Well, it's convoluted as all hell, but it's pretty cut and dry with what happened.
I don't really know. Garland is voiced by Vegeta? That's fucking perfect.
Oh my god.
It's actually perfect. I don't remember the name of the game, but it didn't look, it looked kind of cool. It looked pretty campy. Too strong, but too bad. You can't take the cards by force. That's just how it is.
I never intended to. If you want money, I have some.
Oh, if you're a customer, then that's a different story. Why didn't you just say so in the first place?
You're the one who misunderstood and attacked me. I always intended to buy them.
My apologies. I've been so rude. Every last one of these is a limited time offer.
Keystone of Endurance. Did we get this one?
We've gotten that one before. I haven't seen this one. Back door.
Okina Matura's ability to unlock the door in one's back. Erases bullets behind you and you can deal damage as well. For living creatures, the back is both a weak point and a utopia. Does it hide a wise sage to whom you can entrust your back, or does it hide Tenma residing in paradise?
So apparently that's good for back bullets. So, and then frog.
I don't think we got this one, did we?
I think we got the snake one.
Yeah. Silico Moria's ability to make your shot sometimes explode. Your main shot will sometimes catch small fry in the blast. People often talk about exploding frogs with firecrackers back in the day, but you think they don't go around exploding on their own, do you? As a matter of fact, they do explode naturally. I don't think they do that.
No, frogs don't explode naturally.
Well, let's take explosions.
It's an eye shot. Alright. The demo is unplayable. It gives data corruption error. No one can play it. I didn't know the demo was out. That's great. That's
So,
just
yeah, my main shot is making things explode on occasion now.
nice. That's just great. And chat, don't worry. The entire direct was saved because they showed. Sorry, not direct. Presentation. I'm not gonna be able to fix that. The entire presentation was saved because they showed 10 seconds of Final Fantasy 16 footage, right? So I'm sure somebody will ingest that copium hardcore with that one. Like, oh no, it's fine. I don't even mind that they talked about Marvel games for half of the direct because I got to see
Presentation.
yes, presentation because I got to see a little bit of Final Fantasy 16. See, they're working on it. They're still working on it, guys. It's coming soon, right?
Didn't people complain that the main character looks super plain and not like Final Fantasy character?
I forgot about Life is Strange. Yeah, I see the entirety of that presentation was in mute, and I don't know what that game is, but just looking at it, it looks.
I thought Life is Strange 1 was kind of neat.
I don't know anything about them, but just looking at the presentations for the game I saw, to me it looks way too wrapped up in modern shit for me to enjoy.
You can probably think of Life is Strange as basically Square's version of a Telltale Games game. Whole bunch of decisions, little things, and then there's a couple that are like really big and affect the story, that kind of thing.
Looks too modern for my tastes. Whoa.
Maneuver.
When did empathy become a superpower? That is the best way to put that, actually. What the fuck? Oh my god, you're right. I didn't even think of it like that. That's great. Well, it's true what they say. Life is strange. Kring, bro. Kring. I don't know. Maybe you like the game, maybe you don't. I'm not really a fan of games that pull too closely to modern times for their stories because they usually just go a route that I don't particularly care to experience in a video game because you get enough of that shit in real life already. To think you'd make it this far. Guess you're not just out on a riot. Imagine Fake American Teens is written by French Canadians. I know Fake Canadian Teens is written by French Canadians. Does that count?
And who might you be?
I am Sanyo. Everyone calls me Komakusadayu, though.
I'm looking for people selling cards. Could you sell me cards too?
Heh, heh. First name yourself, you darn fool!
Oh, excuse me. I am Sakuya Izai. I work as a maid for the Scarlet Devil Mansion.
Ah, I felt like you were no ordinary person. But you're just a human maid? Then buy your cards from the traders at the foot of the mountain. Get out of here! You're 80 years too early to buy from me.
You darn fool.
Yeah, well, if you won't leave, then I'll make you leave. By force. Rough. Don't worry, we'll get a Dinosaur Camp for PS5 coming soon. Oh god.
Yeah, wow, Sake does a fuck ton of damage if you have all of the focus.
Where's Marissa when you need her?
Dying. Yeah, wow, she's dead.
There was the PC showcase. I don't really even follow what happens for that. The only thing I remember about the PC showcase is they were showing this dystopian game, and then at the end of the presentation they were like, "You must stand up against capitalism," and I was like, "Oh my fucking god, this is what we're doing." This is what I mean, Chad, about some games going a little bit too modern with their decisions. I was watching Joel, and Joel was like, "You know what? It would be nice if some games just like focused on happy, fun, stupid things instead of like dystopian, awful shit." She died on the first cycle. Wow.
11 seconds.
Ah, you're too strong.
Apparently, yes.
Fine, I get it. You're strong, so I'll sell you cards.
Oh my, thank you. By the way, there's something behind you. What's that entrance for?
This is the entrance to the Rainbow Dragon Cave. It's a mine of dreams where you're making the future of the mountain.
Rainbow Dragon Cave. Mine. This is the first I've heard of it. Do you dig up coal or the like then?
Hey now, you can't go in. It's extremely dangerous.
Thank you for the warning.
But if you insist on going... How about it? I got some good cards.
Got some rare things on sale. Yeah.
That makes you do more damage the better you play.
Well, I have been playing well, but I'm also going to stage 4, so.
And then Remy's.
And then
Patchy's. Oh, what a fitting loadout to buy for Sakuya.
Yeah.
I'll take your pick. You're gonna get a life piece when you start the next stage, so buying a life is kind of worthless.
I'll buy,
You just see, that's basically the spell, the bomb version of the Jizo, or
Yeah.
Jizo, whatever.
Yeah, that's correct.
See, like Joel is just like, it'd be nice to play more like Kirby. Kirby goes to the store and has a lovely conversation with the clerk or something. Like, you know, just games that are fun.
Mario goes to the fridge to get a glass of milk.
We always get games that are like, oh, the entire world is like collapsed, civilization's over. It's a first-person shooter. It's like, can I just play Kirby's Epic Yarn 2, Electric Boogaloo? Do we really need to be? Do we really need the depressing settings in video games every single time? And let's be real, chat. How many times in the last couple of years have you seen the term new IP and it's a first-person shooter, and you thought, damn, I am looking forward to that? Be honest with me. When was the last time you saw something that fit that criteria and you thought, oh, I want to play that?
You know?
New IP, first-person shooter. Now, I'm not talking about Resident Evil 8, because we knew Resident Evil 8 was going to be a first-person shooter. I'm talking.
That's not a new IP.
Exactly, that's what I mean. That's why I specified new IP.
Yeah, I can think of a few third-person shooters from a couple of years back, but not first-person.
Kirby is also about something destroying the world. Yes, but it's dolled up in a cute blanket that you can enjoy and not read too much into.
And then you can ignore the fact that Kirby is the only Nintendo property who outright murders the villains with his game.
But, like, current game direction is just like, you know, it's just kind of like, it's a little, oh, that was close.
Oh, I was worried.
It's a bit on the nose with it, you know, it's just like, everything is bad, everything's fucked up, it's all awful, and you just have to, you're just dealing with the after effects of it, right? And then you get games that are supposed to, like, force, I wasn't sure if that was gonna hit you. Sometimes you get games that, like, Chad, have you ever played a game that makes you feel bad for making bad decisions, but the game also doesn't let you make any decision except the bad one?
Kind of.
I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but, like, imagine a game is like, alright, you have a choice. You have to either kill or let the dude go. But, like, the game doesn't let you let the guy go. Both choices lead you to killing guy. And then the game is like, you son of a bitch. You absolute piece of shit. I can't believe you killed him. How could you do that? It's like, how do you feel any emotion towards that when the game's like, no, you gotta do it, and then the game tries to make you feel bad for doing it? It's like, I think I would just feel annoyed.
No, most games I've played as of recent that try to pull that are actually smart about those kind of choices. I just want my shit.
You mean The Last of Us 2? Exactly! Last of Us 2 is a game you can't really change the narrative, but it tries to make you feel like an asshole for it anyway. It's like, it's not my fucking fault, you won't let me make a choice.
This mine shaft is far too long. No matter how far I go, it all looks the same too. Could I be looping in place?
Loops, brother! You there, human, stop at once. You'll die if you proceed any further. I'm telling you this for your own good. Turn around and leave right now.
I suppose I'm not looping then.
Looping. True, the shaft certainly is long enough to feel endless. But there's nothing more than someone's insatiable desire taking form. I'll warn you one more time. Beyond this point is an anoxic zone. That means a human like you will cease to be able to breathe down here. There, whatever. Will you still proceed knowing that?
Anoxic, you say? Remind me what oxygen is?
Oxygen is a curse placed on animals which causes them to instantly die in its absence. That is an interesting way to describe oxygen.
Well,
And an anoxic zone is a sanctuary that's protected from animals' intrusion. You're bound to die of suffocation there too, but I really suggest dying in a more pleasant way, you know? Right, so I guess Marissa's the only one who's allowed to leave uninjured, huh? Everybody else gets to die to Misamaru's hand.
they're all Bayon. Get them all Locked on.
I think we've all had enough speeches about higher causes. Yeah, Jetstream Sam, he gets it. They made their choice. Like, that's another one, right? Where like, Raiden starts hearing the voices of the soldiers, and he's like, oh no, they didn't actually make their choice. And like 3 minutes later, he's like, oh whatever, who cares? Like, he gets over
I'm
it.
a killer now.
I was born to kill you.
It's because of the meme.
What a campy story. Whoa!
Shit. I got bamboozled. Thought I could squeeze through, and I was incorrect. My assessment of whether or not I could squeeze through was not correct.
Oh, speaking of Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds, whatever the hell it was called, there was also, I did actually catch the presentation for that. Chat, let me tell you something. When you're self-aware about your trailer and you still go through with the exact stereotypes that you were mocking within your trailer, I can chuckle, but you're still doing it, you know? An ironic shitpost is still a shitpost, right? So, oh wow, that was really quick. Not bad. I certainly didn't expect you to be this strong. Young Sakuya Izayoi.
How do you know who I am? When I've walked right into a trap, I can't breathe.
I told you you'd suffocate, yes? The oxygen levels here are already just about half of that on the surface.
So this is the curse on this place. Let me ask one last thing. What are you digging up here?
This is the mining site for dragon gems. Dragon gems are so-called Izanagi objects that have been handed down since ancient times, the ones that have existed since long before the birth of mankind and beyond human imagination. I happen to craft genuine Magatomas from these dragon gems, and the Tama and Magatama refers to the human soul. As such, they conceal humans' abilities within them. I think that's actually new.
Yeah, you're really droning on. I can't even tell what you're saying anymore.
It went fast. Oh, my sincerest apologies. By the way, you've come to investigate the ability cards, haven't you? Then this cave isn't where you should be headed. You ought to head back outside and seek the top of the mountain. There's someone there who's been making profits off Magatama made from dragon gems. I really do recommend taking some deep breaths up there. And I'll sell you this card.
Murasaki Arisami's ability to shoot a laser, one of the highest firepower equipment cards there is. I don't believe you. There are many humans and yokai who wanted to try shooting a laser, so it's a fairly popular card.
That is, I believe that.
I believe that one. Okay, let's take better Bam.
Alright.
Extendo.
Yeah, Outer Wilds, you know, it was being cheeky about its presentation. You know, I can kind of appreciate that, but like, I don't know much about that game because I'm pretty sure EGS like bought the rights to it, and then it was on EGS for like 2 years or something like that. I don't remember.
Oh no.
I don't remember the exact details. I seem to recall something about like, I might be confusing this with Shenmue 3 though, but I seem to recall something about how the game was like gonna be on Steam, and they even had Steam achievements in process for it, and then EGS was just like, you're ours now, smiley face, and then it was theirs.
Well,
it was now their property.
I'm kind of scared now. I'm getting shooken.
Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds. Oh, whatever the one with the Gumball Man on the sign is. That's made by I don't remember. They sound exactly the same, dude. Here's Tsukasa, hooray! The weasel.
Fox.
The weasel. Yeah, Sneaky Fox. It's by the creators of Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, not bombs.
That's Obsidian, right?
That should be, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. No, I like Fallout New Vegas. It's my favorite Fallout game. Although, to be fair, I've only played Fallout 3 in New Vegas. So...
I played 4. I really enjoyed 4. Very different game from those two, but I think it's overall good.
Bro, just trust me. Fallout New Vegas is the greatest game you'll ever play. Don't worry about the loading screens.
Don't worry about the load times, the game crashes, the several bugs.
Oh my god, dude, I just wanted to go to the strip. I had to go through 4 loading screens. And sometimes the game crashed during them. Oh!
I found a location that's not even marked on the map as a proper location, and it's like a subway station like you'd find in Fallout 3. I had no bombs up there.
With enough damage cards, Saki gets damage cap. Why is she stronger than everyone else in the game? You're losing lives fast. You're getting complacent.
I am getting complacent.
Why is she so strong?
To be fair, she is just throwing straight up knives.
They're energy knives, I think. I guess.
There's a location in New Vegas. It's just like a random ass train subway station that's locked behind a very hard lock. And there's a part of it that they straight up forgot to put collision in.
I was there.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, there's this there's this train station, and there's like a little there's a little dead end that you can walk into. There's like a broken staircase.
By the way, I can graze all those.
Huh. So if you walk onto it, you just fall through the ground.
Yeah. It's this late already. I wasted too much time in that dud of a cave. Now that it's dark, descending the mountain will also be dangerous. Time to set up camp here for the night.
Oh, what's this on a nighttime hike? I know she was buff in the demo, but like, there's one thing to increase abilities, and then fucking what happened here, right? Like, perhaps you're stranded.
And you are?
I am the great Tengu Izunamaru. I have no interest in who you might be, human. But this isn't a place that humans ought to set foot in so easily.
Oh, is that so? So the one making a profit off of Magatama, who that woman from before mentioned, they're a Tengu, aren't they?
Are you talking about the ability cards?
Probably.
Well, I actually happen to create those cards.
Huh? Excuse me?
There you are. See, things turn out just like I said I would. A human has come stooping here eventually. I suppose I have no choice to deal with the human myself. Meantime, I'm asking, don't get ahead of yourself. You're too confident in your own strength. Despite being weak, leaving you get injured, I'll have you in trouble, but I'll deal with it when you get back.
Yeah, that's...
it's all the same no matter what character you play as.
I still don't have bombs.
You're dead!
I am dead.
You're out of 3 lives.
I can just buy another one.
Well, yeah, I guess you can. Calamity store.
Getting full. You see the knives bouncing off? They're like squiggly X's when they hit her.
The fox girl is Tsukasa. I don't know her last name.
I need power.
Versa was good last game. I don't think that's a reason why she shouldn't be good this game, though.
Oh, you're right, this one.
Whoa. This is I am not confident in laser hitbox as the spell card. Oh my god, damn it, I hate it.
They're not. I'm pretty sure they're like the actual part.
I remember Tsukasa's name because of Lucky Star. Take that for what you will, chat.
Oh, you're right. I could never actually do this one properly.
That's weird with the otter bomb.
It's a little strange looking. I'm out of bombs again! I'm a fool, Morty. Give me that pea, please. I need that.
Alright, this is the final. Yep. Could you not go any lower?
No, that was the bottom of the screen, Morty.
Oh. The lasers don't stop.
No, they don't. So, where's safe?
Oh
Where is
boy,
safe?
where is safe? Alright, you've lost everything.
Kind of blown it.
Splendid.
It's really not splendid.
I'm fine to brave power with people. I'll hear you out.
Are you really the one who made the ability cards?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am!
Just what kind of motive would you have for making these things?
My motive? Why, they're my latest business venture, obviously. It seems that people are quite enjoying them, so I'm in a rather cushy spot right about myself.
Typical Tengu. Simply the height of immorality.
Immoral? I just copied a small part of people's souls. They shouldn't be posing any harm to anyone.
Harm, This isn't getting me anywhere. They're unpleasant, so would you mind recalling all of them?
I can't do that. The card circulation can't be stopped. Not by me, at least. Because everyone who's taking part in the card trade just started doing it of their own accord. And I'm not the one controlling their circulation either. If you do seriously want to stop the circulation, I suggest you search for the mastermind who's even higher up in the sky.
Alright, you don't seem to be lying. Thank you for the information.
Buy your card. This game doesn't count grays, does it?
No.
You're okay, it's fine. It affected the first place. We lost our shell of a god, made her gain her power, made a nuisance. Good job. Hi, see. To betray. Wonderful idea. This game doesn't count grays on the side. I don't know if grays affects your score. But, like, Sakuya's bomb is pretty much the same as Sakuya B bomb for PCB. So it freezes time and everything clears, but, like, you don't seem to get anything.
I need power.
I can't tell if your Grays box is even active, but again, I don't really know if Grays...
I could hear it, so it definitely is during the bomb.
I don't know if Grays does anything unless it's tied to a specific card. Grays only was used in Wabak for Yashie's token. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Probably start doing these more properly, otherwise I'm going to get.
It's weird how Grays in some games is like, oh, this is super important, and then in other games it's like, what's Grays? Like, Touhou 15's resources are directly tied to how well you graze, and then a game like Mountain of Faith, graze basically doesn't exist in it. It's crazy. Yeah, Mastery into Lunamara Betrayer. Things are really getting interesting. Yeah.
Alright, and I'm not terribly confident in my ability to do this one, so let's just,
I don't remember if graze was counted in 16, but I know that grazing caused season items at the very least. But I don't remember if it was counted or not for anything else. Whoa.
Alright, a little spooky. It's fine, chat. I can do it.
Grazing makes you feel good, but I guess... Which game would you say is the most important for grazing?
Probably Law K.
Yeah, I'd agree to that. For resource, but what about scoring?
Good question.
Games that rely on grazing for scoring. Because super grazes are really cool, but it's feels kind of bad when you know, you could do a super graze in Mountain of Faith, but it doesn't actually do anything because grazing doesn't do anything.
My, what a beautiful moon. She said even higher in the sky, but I certainly hope she didn't mean the moon. The scary part is that that's actually plausible.
Welcome to the Lunar Rainbow Market. You're the first marketeer to arrive this evening.
Who?
Shimada Tenkyu, on the market's main presenter.
The market presenter. Good, I finally found you. You're the one in charge of the card circulation, then?
Quite so. I'm a god who makes commerce possible on special occasions such when the rainbow appears. Thanks to all my presents that you're able to buy and sell goods.
In that case, I'd like you to halt circulation of these cards.
Come again? Miss Shimada, I have a report for you. Whisper, mutter, mutter. So she said. Oh, he's another trade, you eat me. It took you longer to realize you lousy Tengu, by which you mean, to take advantage, take the profit, blah, blah, blah. You're her pet, run back to her. By the way, Miss Human, it's just, yeah. Rub your hands, you fucking weasel.
What?
Our transactions, utility cards, some all the time stocking up.
Sell them? No, that's not it. I'm here to stop you all from selling them. They're as unsettling as something could possibly be. Recall all the cards this instant and ban any further sale of them.
I see. So you were a robber seeking to destroy the marketplace. I certainly can't let that slide. The fact that robbers like you exist is the reason why peace can never arrive. Whoops, you even told me to watch what you say. Yeah, move it along. Don't say I didn't warn you. Unfortunate. I can open a marketplace, sure, but intervening in one blasphemy against the market itself. I can never forgive market destroyers such as yourselves. I absolutely guarantee free trade. That's what the market god is. So yeah, I know Graze is used in IN and PCB, but those games also have other mechanics to them, with the cherry system and the time system. But I guess, yeah, with LOL K and Subterranean, their mechanic is directly tied to your Graze. Because Graze is how you get resources, and it's also how you get your stage section totals for score. So grazing is important there. And in Subterranean Animism, since your score is basically based on your communication gauge.
I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. When you graze, it increases, and you get it over 1, you item magnet for full volume. For full value, so there's that. Yeah, cherry in general. Cherry max, cherry plus. But that's the cherry system in general. I was just generalizing. There's a lot to scoring, that's for sure. Thank you, Plutonium, for getting the sub. I don't think I've seen a LOL K score run yet. I think this is the spell card that's trivialized by Okina's card, because all the bullets spawn behind you.
Alright, there we go.
That's the most complex scoring system of any shmup.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
That's bad, Morty.
It's very interesting to watch though.
This is bad, Mortis.
Score running in general is quite a treat to watch, I think.
Thought I could do the fast one, but I was incorrect.
You're in a bit of a pickle.
I am in a pickle, and I can't do this one to save my fucking life, so...
Rotation!
Chat, please keep in mind, it's been a week. It's been multiple weeks.
It's been 7 days since we last played.
No, it's been 2 since your computer broke.
Oh, you're right. Oh. Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
Yeah, wall rusted.
How about that? I wonder how scoring for this game's gonna work. I assume people have already started like doing that. But do you guys have like certain requirements for cards that you want to take? Or do you always start your score runs with 0 cards? Because it seems hard to like avoid the RNG involved in the entire run.
Alright, so I did it.
The game's been counter-stopped on hard already. Wow, really? That's pretty crazy. It's just like, same with the survival runs, right? I can imagine that survival runs would be broken up to like no cards taken, right? So you only take cards that don't directly affect your shot. But like, how do you do it for scoring? Starting cards on mount, scroll, and you can use one other card if you got the secret ending. That one's kind of the preference. The game got LN'd in 2 days. Well, that's not surprising, honestly. I don't think that's that surprising. There are people who are definitely capable of doing that. And they probably, you know, they could probably figure out some of this shit pretty quickly.
Alright, well, I successfully managed to not blow it.
That was fast.
Yeah, that does a lot of damage with the Byakuran scroll.
Oh, where is it?
The SDM.
Well, back took a month. Wow, really? What the fuck? That one took a month, but this one took 2 days. I guess you did say Sock is the one who did it, and well, he may or may not be known for having an LNN in every single category of every Windows era game.
An
So,
unhealthy looking building.
you know. All right, this is an ending.
Yeah.
Patchy!
Hey, Patchy's here.
I think she's putting an ability in a blank card.
Perhaps.
You know how like Pegasus got Mokuba's soul?
Yeah, I think this might be a little different from that.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
It's not as harsh as their whole soul, but it's a part of their power, right?
I
It's
guess.
part of their soul. Neat.
Additional magic items.
Don't mind us just reading the ending, because I want to know what's happening, basically.
Same.
Okay. If only I could open the game window.
Chat, you didn't get to see Patchy smile. If you want to see that, go beat the game with Sakuya.
Alright, quick credits.
Yeah.
And
New enemy has emerged.
I love that it's not popping up.
Oh, great. Oh, let's wait for it to happen. There we go. I scrolled through the credits by the time it popped up. Excellent.
I don't know what that was, but okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the secret ending, I suppose. The dialogue probably won't change until I buy the blank card, huh?
Yeah.
Not lame. Well, that's debatable.
I didn't lose.
You almost lost. You came
Almost
very close.
means I didn't.
Almost Christmas
Alright,
means
your
it
turn
wasn't
now.
Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
alright. By the way, chat, Capcom has a 30-minute presentation soon. I think it's at like 7 o'clock my time. Or something like that. I don't remember. The schedule is like a 4-hour difference. Slow.
Oh yeah, I didn't have a single item to use. I had all passives and a few lives.
I don't remember what my buttons do for that, so I just take passives anyway. Alright, Reimu.
Reimu.
Just gonna pick Reimu. And so I have to buy the blank card on stage 5. I can do that. Nice. Fantastic. Surprised to see that Capcom had anything, but it's like their block seems to only exist for a half hour. So I can imagine they're not going to do a main focus on anything huge. I don't actually follow Street Fighter, so I don't know if there's still DLC or anything like that happening for it.
I mean, I don't remember if we talked about it. You know what they did about Dan, right?
No.
So Dan had an infinite with his Gadoken. So they patched it out. But how they patched it out was they made it so that the move has a random chance of producing a stronger version that causes like knockdown or something. So you just have a random chance of it breaking.
That is so Dan.
Yeah.
I can't believe Dan's in the game.
I can't believe he was good.
Well, maybe it was less so he was overall good and that he had a something like, you know...
An infinite?
Yeah. You know how Ice Climbers works.
Yeah.
It's like that, right? Ice Climbers is not considered a very good character, but if they grab you once,
they're not considered awful, but they're definitely like a step below everyone else.
Yeah, and they have an ability to grab you and then kill you for it, so that's pretty good. I think even if you were a bottom 3 character, if you had the ability to kill someone off a single grab, you wouldn't be considered bottom 3.
Yeah.
And I mean, Sopo might be the worst character in the game.
Probably, yes.
Alright, so we've seen all this before, chat. We're gonna move this along. I'm gonna fight Mike. And it's just going to explode, because Wolf card on stage 1 is not meant to be. So
not really, no. Reminds me of if you save like the full Wolf Spirit in stage 1 of Wolf back. Poor girl didn't even get a chance. Is it just me, but is the music weird? Might be you. It's been a full run and no one's brought it up. Weird. Okay, weird.
Define
is a little vague.
Define weird, because if it sounds sped up or distorted, then that's on your player. That's on your player trying to catch up.
Yeah, I've had that issue before.
Yeah, I've seen that one a few times. Doesn't happen very often, but that's usually just a case of like Twitch trying to catch up for you
or something.
I'm afraid
of that happening every time I do this one.
Yeah. Twitch is trying to catch up for you, so it's like it's accelerating something, and it's causing distortion in the audio. It's not anything on my end, so.
Run Wolf Spirit and Barley Rice to get meat game with 4 power.
Wow. So we got Lily.
We sound normal, but the music is weird. I don't know.
Sounds fine on my end.
No one else is complaining, so that's why it's weird. This is why I love technology.
This moves the POC down. I mean, this card is probably... Hold on. So, for this card, does the point value also go with the line? Or, I mean, that would make the most sense, right? This seems like a card you would want to start with. It would make things easier, I imagine. I'm gonna buy a 1-up. Give me a 1-up.
So chat, I was just rereading something on the Touhou wiki to make sure I'm not a Dumbo, because I remembered something. I was gonna talk about a cool bug fact, and then I couldn't remember what it was.
You better hope that cool bug fact is in fact a fact.
I learned that according to Sanai's ending from UFO, which neither of us saw because I'm bad at the video game, Sanai had Kaneko and Suiko build the Myorin Temple as basically payment to get Sanai out of Makai because Sanai couldn't get out on her own.
They built it? I thought the ship was it.
Yes, I'm reading that too, but that's what I also read.
What the fuck?
It landed and they built it, and it's like, yeah, please get her out.
I thought the Palanquin ship and the Myorin Temple were the exact same thing.
They built it out of the ship?
Well, it can still turn into the ship, right? So I thought it was one of the same. So I'm just trying to figure out how exactly they built this structure with the ship already existing, and then they were like, oh, by the way, it can transform into the ship. How does that work? Endings are confusing.
They are confusing.
Sanai, you know what? Sanai didn't go to Makai. There you go. There's the true answer.
Sanai's bad ending, Deadass just has her stuck there, I believe. Well, that's sad.
Oh, that's a good ending.
No, it's not. Fuck you. Wow. Can you believe this man?
What are you talking about? If Sanai gets stuck there, that means you get to play Mystic Square with Sanai.
I mean, that's not a bad... there are worse endings, I guess, but, you know, it's not the one I want.
Huh. Well, what do you want, huh?
More Sanai to be playable.
That's what you're getting for that ending.
We're eating good.
Sanai's gonna go experience PC 98, and then she's gonna come back and be like, Reimu, what happened to Mima? And that's when the timeline gets all fucky.
I mean, if we're to believe that the outside world is just is our world, then Sanai could have been around to play PC in 98.
The outside world is based on our world. I'm pretty sure the actual time frame is also the same as well. So I'm pretty sure current year is also where Touhou currently is as well. I think.
Sanai B bad ending got her stuck in there forever. Huh.
Ain't that a shame?
Sanai is Mima. There you go, chat. There's your conspiracy
Yo,
theory.
hold on. That's lore.
Sanai got stuck in Makai and then became Mima. That's why she's vengeful to the Hakure Shrine.
Hold on, write that down, chat. Write that down.
Write that down. Could it be that the reason Mima is a vengeful spirit towards the Hakure Maiden is because of her past life? But that's just a theory. A game theory.
So I still hate this one. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I bombed it.
I tried to. I can't follow the rotations to save my fucking life. Thanks for the important info.
See, you call our theories off the wall, we call them shitposts.
Yukari Akuma's ability let you freely warp between screen edges. I like the funny thing about this one is that the text also goes past the screen as well.
Oh
I don't know.
That's a brilliant touch.
I don't know if that was intentional.
I think that's intentional. I'm gonna give it to him.
But that's pretty good. Well done, translators. Press the card use button on the edge of the screen, you'll warp to the other edge. A card that's popular among many humans and yokai because what is a screen edge anyway? It's a great topic for getting people's interest. I can get Shanghai, she'll go hug their face and shoot them. But...
Oh, the Wabbit. Wabbit's foot. Yeah,
I have to give up all my cards by the end, so I'd rather have as many lives as possible.
Well, yeah.
Alright. Here we go.
Speaking of things related to Touhou chat, I did my good so I was talking about this somewhere else, but I have a friend who doesn't know anything about Touhou, but she wanted to play Puppet Dance Performance, and she was like, I need help figuring out who I like because she didn't know who to pick as her favorite, and I'm like, all right, I'm here to help you. And how did the conversation went a lot of places. I'm like, all right, what do you like? And she gave me. I'm too lazy to even pull up the messages, but I eventually, my first question was, do you like small? And then I recommended Suika as a start.
I like that you get the choice between, like, every character.
I recommended Fairies, Suika, and Sukuna for small.
Sukuna, actually, her defense form makes her small.
Yeah.
Like how Suika's power form makes her big. But it also gives her truant, so... loses to protect.
And also... She asked if there were any chaotic characters, and it took me a while to think of one, but I ended up settling on... Oh, actually, I thought of Seija.
Yeah, no, she's kind of small time, but she is definitely...
I mean, she got a spin-off game because of how much shit she disturbed, so...
Yeah, she goes against the flow, so she is...
Tried to overthrow society, she's pretty chaotic.
I would call her Chaos. You could argue Sega is Chaos as well, but she basically just acts on her own accord. Yeah. Not because things are evil. Clown Piece incites lunacy in people, so that sounds pretty chaotic.
Clown Piece. I feel like Clown Piece is one of the most recognizable, just because of American flag and whatnot.
She's a scary clown.
Frightening clown.
She does have a lot more notoriety than the other characters in Touhou 15, even though I think Junko's fight is worse.
Fair.
Honestly, I'd rather play Clown Piece over Junko any day of the week, but Clown Piece is the one that people remember. And I think that has mostly to do with, like, you know, she's still difficult.
Her stage is notable as well as the boss fight.
Her stage is long, her design is very, very recognizable.
It's the US flag.
And her attack patterns are still quite difficult all the same.
But in the end, I may have influenced this decision a lot, but she ended up going with Tenchi as her favorite because I shilled the hell out of her story. About how she's a little spoiled brat shithead, but that's why we love her.
That's not her story.
Alright, listen, that's not her story, but that's what she is. She's a brat and we love her.
She became a Celestial because her family was moved up in rank.
Explain the part where she got exiled for eating some really important stuff, called it gross, and her dad told her to fuck off.
Alright, well, that's a bit of a hyperbole, but not...
I disclaim that I'm skipping over some details, but that was the long and short of it.
I got hit again. I tried to bomb that time. This is crusty, but that's alright. I'll be fine.
But you know, I think I did good. I think I did a good deed. Tenchi's a perfectly fine character.
She's a great character.
She's I've said it before and I'll keep saying it. She's a brat, but that is why we love her. Normally I'm not really into the whole spoiled brat kind of characters. I kind of find them annoying, but Tenchi's just a joy.
Well, she's still pretty strong, even though she is a brat.
True.
Could be hard to gauge that from the fighting games, though. Oh, whoops, I panicked, but I got hit the last, like, 2 times, so... Whatever, let's just move it along. Holy Jesus. I can't deal with that right now.
Tenchi's circumstances are pretty unique for a spoiled brat. I mean, she's basically a spoiled rich kid. Instead of being rich, she's got class. Well,
remember, she didn't become a Celestial by her own merits.
Yeah, she was born into the rich life, and as a result,
she looks down on others.
Yeah, she also finds it boring. Yeah.
I don't think her family isn't regarded well among Celestials either. So
probably her fault.
Well, no, it's not her fault. It's just because they were moved up in rank to go to heaven. Oh, whoops. They were moved up in rank to go to heaven. So Celestials who, like, you know, went to heaven because they earned it, I suppose.
And she didn't float on a giant peach in Puppet Dance. She just floats on a giant keystone, and her feet dangle, and I think that's adorable.
Yeah, she hangs on a keystone. In some of the Touhou games, she has a rock that has blood on it.
Yeah.
A little scary.
A little spooky. She wants to hit you with the rock.
She has a giant laser sword, too.
Her extra skin is peach? I don't remember that, but we probably didn't look at it, so I'm willing to believe you. I cannot say you are wrong, therefore I won't. I'm not gonna be one of those guys who's like, what's that? You can't prove it? You're wrong.
Alright, give me the timeout, please.
Yeah, that was all the cool bug facts I had to talk about. I'm out of material.
Whoa. Sometimes I can't see the bullet in front of me.
Explosions.
And now I wait.
Which weapon is better, cool fire sword or pointy rock? Now that's a good question.
That is a good question. I think it depends. Pointy rock...
Do you need to cut some veggies or do you need to, like, crush some garlic?
Pointy rock is funny. When you hit somebody over the head with the rock, it's funny. Laser sword is cool, but it's not as funny. Right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think laser sword is probably cooler and more practical in pretty much every way.
That's the problem.
But the rock
practicality.
The rock is funny. You know, it's like Adamant Choice Band Dracovish. It probably wasn't even necessary to run Adamant at that point, but it was funny.
Run the calc.
Chat, speaking of stupid Pokemon, remember like a month or two ago when I talked about how the Smogon peeps were, they banned Zacian Crown from Ubers because it was a dumb piece of shit, and they were right, it was. But then after that happened, the uncrowned version started seeing usage, and well, as it turns out, losing out on a couple base stats in your steel typing in exchange for the ability to hold an item means you're still dumb broken, and now they're suspecting that one too.
I was just watching False Life Gaming's Mesprit video earlier, and I like how when he mentioned Sun and Moon, it was like, yeah, Mesprit was really good in PU, but then it got moved to NU, and even though it was, it got blacklisted from discussions because they never actually went anywhere. It never actually dropped in usage to go back to PU.
Just
it's
like Ambipom.
How the fuck does that happen? This Pokemon is blacklisted from real discussion because it never amounts to anything for it. But the Pokemon still somehow manages to retain its usage to avoid dropping.
It's weird, man.
How does that even work? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Shield Dog Forever Back. Chat, I was talking with a friend about that. Like, the duality of the Sword and Shield box legendaries is insane. You've got one that is so broken in both iterations that they both might be banned from Ubers. And then the other one is so bad that it was actually tested in OU.
Is there another like comparison of box Pokemon or box legendaries?
Maybe
Not
like,
counting Suicune.
Maybe Reshiram and Zekrom.
Reshiram
wasn't even necessarily bad. It's just Stealth Rock is a bitch.
Well, Reshiram was Uber in its debut generation.
Well, it's
right?
always been Ubers, and it's never been considered for OU. You could also argue.
Well, yeah, I meant like it was used in Ubers, but like. It wasn't really used in Ubers and after Gen 5. I don't know about Zekrom though.
Zekrom was pretty good. There's like, I don't know, you could argue like Gen 2 Celebi or Ho-Oh, who I believe are generally considered to be worse Pokemon than Snorlax.
Andrew, Celebi is not a box art legendary.
Alright, I forgot we were talking specifically box art legendary, so just Ho-Oh now.
Ho-Oh and Lugia. They got really strong hidden abilities.
Yeah.
They were more defensive legendaries compared to like Mewtwo.
They both have special defense equal to Mewtwo's special attack.
Yeah.
Although Ho-Oh was given a bunch of attack, but
Sacred Fire, special type move.
Yep. You're right. Yeah, I guess Kyurem Black does count, huh? It was a box art legendary.
Yeah, no, Kyurem White was Ubers, and Kyurem Black was not good. Because he couldn't learn...
Kyurem Black didn't have the move pool to back up with his stats. But then Gen 8 gave it to it with Dragon Dance and Ice Skull Spear.
I can't believe that Pokemon couldn't learn Ice Punch.
Well, now it still can't. It can learn Ice Skull Spear, though.
Which I guess is fine. It does the job better than Ice Beam.
Gen 2 has a reputation for being very stall-heavy, but it's not like it's all stall. Although it does sound very not fun to me. Well, that's your own thing.
Well, I'm gonna take another one up.
There.
So I need to take the next card.
Chat, here's the real question. You know what? No, they're not legendary, so that's not even a good joke. I was gonna ask if
Charizard
it can...
and Blastoise.
And Venusaur.
Oh yeah. Oh, Pikachu!
Pikachu, chat. Does Pikachu count?
But he's legendary in his own way.
True. Yeah, offense isn't bad, and like you hear a lot about how Gen 2 is the stall generation because defensive shit is just really good, but
Rest talk.
Funnily enough, you can't win a game without punching things. You gotta hit some moves.
And like I'm pretty sure I know Ho-Oh and Lugia never really left the Uber discussion, but I'm at least for Ho-Oh's case, like when he got Regenerator, he was definitely a more practical Pokemon to use.
Yeah.
Because now he could I don't know where that fireball came from.
Probably off screen.
He could switch into Stealth Rocks and then heal it off, most of it off.
Yeah.
As opposed to just dying twice when you come in.
And now, thanks to Gen 8, it can switch in and regenerate nothing off because it didn't get hurt.
I'm not doing this, so I just didn't bother trying. I don't like this better.
Perhaps we should be using more active cards, but I don't know. I kind of like passives. I don't have to think with passives.
I bought 1-ups the whole time, so...
True. He is just trying to get the secret ending. Where this isn't... We got our 1CCs. We don't need to prove anything anymore. Yet.
I hate when things get so close to your face you can't see directly in front of you.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Box art legendaries.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, like, when
Kyogre was always better than Groudon until...
Primal Groudon.
Until Primal happened, yeah. Because Primal Groudon was like, oh, now I'm a fire type like I should have been. I have a ×4 weakness to water. Oops, my ability stops water type attacks. Like, alright. What does yours do, Kyogre? It blocks fire type attacks. Ah, I see.
See, here's how I look at it. Drought is better defensively for Groudon, while Drizzle is better offensively for Kyogre.
Yeah, because Precipice Blades is what he, Groudon uses.
Yeah.
But that defensive blockage is really good because that's his biggest weakness. A ×4 weakness that disappears? Doesn't that sound a little stupid to you?
Yes.
It's really stupid.
Once you see Lunatic with no cards, bombs are grazing. Alright, we don't have to prove that yet. We're not there yet.
I don't think I'll ever be there. Someone's already done that, though. Go talk to Sock, he's a master.
Right, I'm trying to say, like, back
go.
in Gen 4 when Stealth Rock was introduced, there were people who were like, hey, maybe Ho-Oh won't be broken in OU, but that was never actually taken seriously. Because no one would dare imply that Ho-Oh wasn't broken. Or at least good. At least it never got to a point where they took it seriously.
And Gen 4 was Dialga and Palkia.
Yeah, and Giratina.
Oh, right, yeah, Origin Form via Giratina. Palkia was considered better than Dialga, right? But then...
Palkia had, base 100 speed, so it got a jump on a lot of things.
And then when Fairy types rolled around Dialga...
Dialga was a little better because it had a neutrality to the thanks to Steel typing.
And a stab effective attack.
Yeah. But that's the thing, you can look at it two ways. It was either a good dragon because it was neutral to fairy, or it was a bad steel because it was neutral to fairy.
I don't think anyone would look at it as a bad steel when it's base like 150 special attack.
Yeah.
Its flash cannon probably killed like everything.
Well, not Xerneas.
Also, it's steel type resisted dragon. So,
Yeah,
and dragon types occupy a majority of
But then again, dragon water is only weak to dragon, so...
Yeah, but... And the Uber's tier, that's, everything has Draco.
Yeah, a lot of dragons. Ubers is also a lot of psychics, but funnily enough, I think a lot of them don't run too much psychic stab because psychic isn't great because there's so many psychics.
Yeah, there's so many psychic types, so it's just okay.
I think the exception at this point is basically just Mewtwo and Deoxys who can fire off Psystrike and Psycho Boost. Especially in, or actually, no, they don't even need to do that anymore. I think Mewtwo gets expanding force. I don't know about Deoxys, so either can just run that if it wants to, or both.
It's so weird that Mewtwo got a signature move at level 100 in Gen 5, and it was just Psyshock, but 100 base power.
In the generation that we got Psyshock.
Yeah, but like, why did he get a move like that? It's not like he was a legendary that was relevant to the game.
Well, why not? He's Mewtwo. He's iconic. He was the OG.
I know, but like, he just
That's why he got 2 Megas with Charizard.
I don't like this one at all.
One is spooky, scary skeletons, but then it's even scarier if you do bomb it.
Yeah, because then you have to figure out where the fuck you are amidst the lasers. There we go.
Alright, don't forget to buy the blank card.
Yeah. So I have to buy...
Oh.
I would have liked that earlier. So I have to buy this. Exchange for all your money, you immediately obtain only the rare cards that are available in the next shot. In the event you obtain this card, all the cards you currently have will instantly be discarded. So I have to buy this.
You just have the blank card now.
I'm a special. Watch the child of a guy. Regain your power. Trade yourself a nuisance. Stride maiden. Dirty your own hands. Okay. So now I have secrets, I suppose.
Alright, well, just remember, you're a little weaker now.
Yeah, I lost power. But I have, I don't know, I think I'll be fine. I hope. I have to win. I have to win.
Chat, you know what's an insane revelation, though? Just like how Groudon became better than Xerneas, Yveltal is kind of better than Xerneas now. Oh, I meant Groudon better than Kyogre, not Xerneas. What am I saying? And now
Xerneas, when he showed up, was so silly.
He was basically the next choice specs Kyogre, except it was fucking Geomancy.
Power Geomancy is just like, what were they thinking?
They weren't.
Yep. And his ability gives him a free life orb boost, minus the recoil of the life orb.
On Fairy Stab, so Moonblast is like base 100 something power.
And fairy types.
Mono Fairy coverage isn't even that bad in a metagame with so many dragons, and then it just, I'm pretty sure its coverage of choice was Thunder, just in case Kyogre showed up.
That's smart, because you're not really gonna fight any other, like,
plus 2 thunder, even if it's not stab, is gonna...
The most effective Pokemon to hit thunder with is also the Pokemon that creates the ability for thunder to hit with no problem.
Yeah.
So...
That was an interesting dynamic back in Gen 3 where a lot of, like, you either ran Thunderbolt for the consistency against most Pokemon or ran Thunder where you could potentially get 100% accurate Thunders with Kyogre, but if Groudon showed up, then they were down to 50%.
But, like, who's switching in Groudon on Kyogre, right?
Well, nobody, but it's like other Pokemon like Mewtwo or, like, Lotties and Deoxys and all that. Do they run Thunderbolt for consistency or Thunder for the Oko and Kyogre? Because Thunderbolt ain't gonna do that.
If I wanted to hit, I'd use Thunderbolt. If I wanted power, I'll use Thunder. Just look at, what do you call it? Focus Blast. Focus Blast is a move that's chosen out of its necessity, or for coverage, not so because they like the move. Feels like something's about to pop out. Tell me that fox just now is a mastermind or something. Does the dialogue change?
Welcome to you're the first marketeer to arrive.
Oh.
Shimada, thank you.
Marketer's presenter.
My God, make commerce on special occasions. All thanks to my presence, you're able to buy and sell. Put another way, you're essentially alive right now because of me.
Okay, I don't totally follow.
Miss Shimada, I have a report.
Yeah. Run away now. Market is open, no one can escape the hands of God. Hello, you've been talking for way too long.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Well then, shall we begin?
Begin what?
What do you mean what? Our transaction, of course. You're here to sell the ability cards you spent all the time stocking up, aren't you?
Sell them? Oh wait, I'm here to investigate the cards. I'm thinking that once I figure out what they really are, I'll confiscate them all. I'll never get a good night's sleep with these cards making the rounds.
I see, you're trying to monopolize the cards with no exchange of currency. So you are a robber seeking to destroy the marketplace? Can't let that slide.
Yeah,
got a commerce.
Will you quit blathering on it and steaming me having to start having these weird cards get made from me? I don't know what it's being a marketplace god or whatever.
It'll change after Tsukasa leaves.
Oh, okay. She's gone.
Bye. Press the button. Hey, that card you're holding, it's mine.
I got a hold of it just a minute ago. It's the most utterly useless ability card of all.
Useless? Excuse you. It's the one and only card that can control ownership. What an utterly interesting robber. It's a shame that you're going to die here. Well,
this card sucks.
Right, I guess you could. Xerneas can always just run HP ground too, but now can't do that. And meanwhile, Yveltal is like the most used Pokemon in Ubers because Calyrex Shadow Rider is a fair and balanced Pokemon. What the fuck were they thinking when they made that thing? What is it with okay, chat.
They wanted legendaries to start being more legendary.
And I'm all in favor of that, but even outside of legendaries, it's like Gen 8 is like Gen 7 was the slow generation where nothing did anything. And then Gen 8 is just, haha, this move does 200% minimum. You got Vicious Rend, you got Rising Voltage, you got Bolt Beak, you got Expanding Force, you got Astral Barrage, Glacial Lance, all this good shit that just does fuck-ass loads of damage, and it's like, why? Ooh, that was a squeeze. Fuck, damn.
So close.
I thought she was gonna die.
I lost my wolf power.
Dude, Flygon is actually a tragedy. To be fair, being in the same generation as Salamence wasn't that big a tragedy since it was still a very good Pokemon in its own right. And granted, it got better after Garchomp was banned, but it was still usable in Gen 4. And then Gen 5 was just like, alright, it's you now, that's fine, Power Creep's a bitch. And then Gen 6 was like, oh yeah, by the way, Ken couldn't think of anything, so no Mega for you. It's like, alright. Alright, poor Flygon.
His stats, I wouldn't call them mediocre, but like...
Well, they are kind of mediocre in this day and age. 100 attack and speed and 80 everywhere else.
True.
That's Laley's stats with plus 20 in attack and speed.
But he had good typing and a good ability.
Yeah. The only ability he's got to this day. Never got a hidden ability, still only has Levitate.
Some Pokemon are like that.
Yeah.
It's a good ability though.
It is a good ability.
Free immunity to a type, even if it's not super effective.
True.
It's like, still free.
It's like the Lake Trio and Cresselia. They all have Levitate. They don't need it, but they're not going to say no to it.
Yeah, Moonduck.
Moonduck.
Whoa, she's gone. Alright.
I only managed to do this for the first time today. I kind of had to, otherwise I was, well, I was boned, Morty. It's not about having good strategy, it's about how hard and fast you hit. And that is what Dracovish did.
Yeah, Pokemon that did that in current metagame often find themselves on the ban list.
Chat, here's the thing about that. Every time Smogon bans a Pokemon like that, people want to be like, ugh, Smogon dislikes dog, I hate offense. Let me explain something to you. There's a balance in Pokemon. It's called the offensive Pokemon want to 6-0 your team, and the defensive Pokemon are there so that that doesn't happen. Because if they're not there, then it's really easy.
That's the problem, is
so
that when
an
Pokemon like
Pokemon
that are...
shows up and breaks that balance, there's a problem.
Yeah, that's what it is. So if the only thing stopping your team from getting 6-0'd is one Pokemon, and that Pokemon's gone, it's like, oh shit, right? So that's not healthy.
No, it's not. It's not about whether or not there were answers. It was about how healthy it was. Oh, Wondrous Human Fear is not even God. The rainbow will close in just a few moments' time. Finally return to even your life to nothing.
Final.
What is balance? Should Baton Pass still be banned? Yes.
Yes, Baton Pass is...
They've been going back and banning that shit in past generations as of late.
Baton Pass is a move that allows Pokemon that were never meant to get buffs. Buffs.
And the thing is, like, especially in Gen 6 with Geomancy, like, Smeargle, like, it just gets easier.
I don't know, I blanked. I was looking at the knife to my left, and then I just completely blanked everything else.
That was actually something Smogon started doing recently, was they've started touching older lower tiers because they didn't do that. Like, for example, they announced a while ago, like a long while ago at this point, that they were doing a suspect test of RBY UU Dragonite. So, if Gen 1 could very well finally have a UUBL, but they don't have one. They have an NUBL that I think is home to Golduck, and that's it.
Dragonite is probably one of the most interesting cases of Gen 1's entire metagame because it's fucking Dragonite and it's known for rap spam.
Yep, it's a wobble. It's Ices.
Dragonite is notorious for rap.
Alternate ending.
Unmarketable market. Here's my secret ending.
You're not allowed to see it, chat.
Alright. There we go. Momoyo.
Alright.
Give me my ending. The dialogue cuts off.
Oh.
There's an M and then it just cuts off.
I couldn't see it behind Koishi's head.
That's ending 1. Okay, so that was just me, Samaru, giving Reimu the rundown. That's all that was.
Well, there we go. Lore that you couldn't see, chat.
Secret endings. Alright. And then I hit the hold the A button. And I watch as it takes forever to figure it out. Normal mode cleared. Yeah, now we have 3 cards.
Yay. Enter score name, okay? That's a question. Wait, I just realized name register gets cut off, so it just says...
Regist.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice card.
Nice card.
You know what's even nicer?
What?
The fact that it totally showed up on the stream. Wow. Uh.
Yeah, why is it like this?
God, I wonder which one this is.
Why? It's your fault.
Should be in here, I think.
Oh, there's Touhou 18 demo.
Maybe that's the same one? I don't know. I think it just tried there. There we go. Alright, well that was weird. Nice card. No replay. In normal stages, you can now hold the initial ability card. Oh, so you have to unlock it per difficulty.
Okay.
So now... Alright. Your turn.
Yay!
Is Megumu already more popular than Hotate? Bro, everyone is already more popular than Hotate. This is not a competition. This is like running the 100-meter with newborn children. Like, you're gonna win every time.
Alright, well there's the third slot. Alright, what do I want?
Who? Tate? That's good.
I could take the barley rice and get that legendary 4 power, but nah.
You can take that. Hat fans devastated. Well, that's alright. You had a chance to buy one of 5 Fumos they sold.
Where's the scroll that makes me broken? There.
That's the one.
Alright, yeah, let's just break me.
So you're playing as Snake?
Neck.
Alright. So
Secret ending.
Don't forget the mission. There's a Remy card, yeah. Bumpa.
Bump.
Megumu is more popular probably because she has more, she's a higher rank Tengu, and she's in a main game.
Yeah, those are 2 things that would do it, huh?
She's Blue Aya.
Blue Aya. She's her own separate character with her own position and all that, but she's just Blue Aya.
She does look.
Aya, but blue.
She looks like Aya.
Well, she's a Tengu.
I know she's a Tengu, but she looks like Aya. Same haircut. Like if you just put her in Aya, if you changed her clothes to match Aya's color scheme, they would probably look very identical. Where Hotate looks quite different, and Hotate is the same type of Tengu as Aya.
1P short from having the 2.0. Makes me sad. Bye, Mike.
Blue Aya is better than missing texture Aya. Yeah.
Wow.
Hotate is funny. Huh?
It's got a funny name.
The funniest thing about Hotate is how little screen time she gets. She talks. The translation for her dialogue has been like changed to be like a teenage girl, and I hate that. I hate it.
Hi, Mike.
She doesn't really get to do anything, so as a result, I don't particularly care about her. But I also really like Aya and Momiji, so like it's hard to, when you compare them, it's obvious who's gonna win every time. Hotate's probably pretty hard to use because in any situation where you can use her, you can also use Aya. And Aya is a more recognizable character and an easier character to work with in universe because everyone knows her. Also, I'm pretty sure Hotate doesn't have permission to leave the mountain, but I don't really know if that's true.
Why wouldn't she be allowed to?
Oh, Momiji's not. Depending on your rank, you know whether or not you're allowed to leave the Kappa Society on the mountain. I think Aya has permission to go around Gensokyo, but I don't think every Tengu does. The White Wolf Tengu specifically patrol the mountain and keep outsiders out, but they can't leave the mountain. Not sure about Hat though.
Get him, Snacks. Get her. Nailed it.
If fighting game backgrounds are canon, she can leave. Fair. Fair. I'll accept that answer.
Could take a laser, but I think I'm just gonna go the U route and take more lives.
Yeah, they're gonna lose everything. I didn't bomb as much as I really should have, so
And
might
you
have.
still had kind of a lot.
Yeah, but I lost a lot of lives with like 3 bombs, so I had to keep taking more lives. Hatate's character is what you make of her, I suppose. There are a lot of characters like that. Who am I to judge? One of my favorite characters is fucking Rumia.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say, her character is definitely what you make of it. What do you have to work with beyond Touhou 6 Stage 1?
But I don't think Rumia has a character you can compare so readily to. Whether or not you want to or not, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no Lumia walking around who's just Rumia but a different color, right? Where Hatate is always going to be compared to Aya. And Aya is one of the most popular characters in general, so it's an impossible comparison to avoid. So I can do everything this character throws at me until the final.
Yeah.
Lumia fans rise up. You don't exist because she doesn't exist.
Where are my Rin Satsuki fans at?
That character isn't real. Faker. It's a fake shrine maiden. Some people's favorites are Daiusei and Kwakama. Yeah, those aren't even real characters.
Technically, no, they're not.
Nothing wrong with it.
No. Kat, there's nothing wrong with picking your favorite based on which one you think is cutest in a series where everyone is a cute girl.
It's true. You can have whatever reason, no matter how shallow it seems, for liking a character. Who's gonna complain? It's not. You don't agree? All right, good for you. We like different characters. Potato, tomato, and all that shit.
And it'd be nice if we could all just get along and not make fun of others for their taste.
There are certainly some people though who you feel like they pick their favorite character based on their lack of popularity, not because they actually like them.
Yeah.
We call those people hipsters. They're everywhere in society, not just Touhou. Everybody has a reason they like a character. For me, I don't know, I thought Moko was cool.
I mean, she is.
I thought she was cool. She had power over fire.
Actually, she's the opposite of cool. She's got fire. She has fire.
And she was like, when she punched things, it was cool.
Oh.
She punch and kick, and that was cool to me. I was like, that's sick. And then Suika, I like Suika a lot because she's a small little drunk idiot, but not really an idiot. But she plays the fool, and she's fun to watch, and I have fun watching Suika act. So she
All
became.
of her animations in the fighting games put a dumb smile on my face. So I'm not doing this one either.
Yeah, I really shouldn't have tried. Frog bomb. You're dead.
Lily.
Backdoor.
Mallet. More like another life.
Excelente.
I died, which is unfortunate. I feel like a wiener now.
Everyone's got a favorite for one reason or another. Maybe it's just the first character you saw.
Maybe your favorite is based on false pictures. Maybe you like Suiko because of her frog iconography, even though she has nothing to do with frogs.
She is just a frog weeb. Like, Chad, at one point, Yukari was in my top 3. Because I only played, like, 3 games. It's how it works. In fact, Reisen is a character who has a, Reisen has a...
for being a beginner's favorite.
Yep. Reisen has a reputation for being well-liked among new people because she is a very quick character design to grasp and like. Because she is Bunny Girl.
She is Bunny with blazers.
There's not a whole lot to her physical design that, like, you can't just look at and be like, oh, okay, I dig that.
You know what? I'm not a new person anymore, and she's still my top 2.
I like Reisen still, but she's definitely not, like, up there anymore either. I can totally understand why she would, she'd so quickly appeal. Because I don't think there's anything very niche about her in terms of her overall design.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, that sucks. So she's an easy character to look at and latch on to the design. She got cool abilities and she shoots finger guns. Pew pew pew.
Got a blazer. The blazer was so cool.
Meanwhile, Flandre is the newbie trap for people who don't play the games or read the manga. Why do people like Flandre as much as they do?
I don't know. Probably has to do with artists. Artists can make her look very squishy.
But she's really popular when you think about how little she gets to show up. But, like, also at the same time, her position as of a character seems relatively high compared to something like Rumia, right?
Might also have to do with her theme. People just like her through
Her
that.
theme is definitely a meme, yeah.
Well, it's not even just a meme, it's just a popular, good theme.
Well, yeah, but it's also exemplified because it's a meme. It's a associated with Ron Lad and Don Lad, so. UNO and as a theme is perfectly fine. I think it's great, but like, it's definitely hit meme status where some people can't listen to it and not just hear Ron Lad, right? And then you got
that part without hearing that.
Bad Apple exists too. Bad Apple's just a good song.
It is.
And it's very well known to a point where it's a meme as well. But at the same time, Megalovania is also a meme song, but it's still a really solid song. So Sans is a meme, but like in the context of the game universe, I think his character is pretty cool.
Chat, you wanna know a cool bug fact? The first time Megalovania appeared in a video game was not Undertale.
Yeah, wasn't it in the Earthbound Halloween hack?
Yep, the Earthbound Halloween hack. A very early version of Megalovania. Yeah, cool.
People know Bad Apple for the vocal mix, not because it's a stage 3 in theme from Game 4.
My mom leaked into that. She was half dead on the start. I actually hate this one.
I don't like it because it feels claustrophobic.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go up, hit her with frogs real quick, and hit her with snakes, and she's dead.
Every series has their very like entry level.
I'm choking.
Entry level friendly like characters. Chirno's a big one there. Chirno is probably one of the more immediately recognizable characters. I don't know if you call her the most popular. I would say she's definitely one of the most popular. But I think Chirno is the most recognizable character to someone who doesn't know anything about Touhou. Well, those cards are cool.
Yeah, they're great.
Alright, $2.
Alright.
Like, Reimu's the main character, Marissa gets to be on every single image for every game, and then Chirno is, like, iconic. I would consider Chirno a mascot in the series.
Yeah.
Because again, people recognize her. A lot of people recognize the Blue Idiot Fairy. Because she's funny.
She's dumb.
She's heavily meme, true.
Can't believe she tried to sell water-flavored shaved ice. That one just gets me. Like, that is the most Chirno thing I think I've ever heard.
Harebrained scheme, baby.
Chat, actually, I had a question. So, beyond me just being lazy, part of the reason I haven't read the written works is because I don't know where I'm supposed to start.
Well, I read them in chronological order.
Well, what is the I don't know what the chronological order is.
I looked it up on the Wikipedia page. Not the Touhou wiki, like the actual Touhou project Wikipedia page.
Huh.
There's a release schedule. Curiosities is the first one, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't recommend it as a first because I think it gets really boring. I don't think it's a bad book by any means, but a lot of it is just written text from Rinosuke's perspective, and there's a lot in there that's cool to see, but it's a little yawn champ, I suppose. I got bored kind of quickly every now and again whenever I tried to read it, but like I really liked Alternative Facts. Not Alternative Facts, sorry. What do you call it? Bohemian Archive. I like that one a lot. That's the next one. And then Perfect Memento in a Strict Sense, which is Akiu's glossary, basically, her index. I like that one a lot. And then Silent Sinner in Blue and Sengetsu Sei. Silent Sinner in Blue is a little bit little weird. It's the first mango, but it's whether or not you truly like it, I suppose. I think you have to see it through to the end before you can really say anything about it, because that's just how it be. And Sengetsu Sei is weird because there's 4 entries in the series, but they all came out at different times. So I read them in the order they released. So Sengetsu Sei 1 came out, and then like Sengetsu Sei 2 and 3 came out a few years after it. But then Sengetsu Sei 4, which is Visionaries, came out near like I think it was 2018, 2017, and then 2019. And it was a big gap because in Sengetsu Sei 3, the last character really to show up who was new was Kasen. And then Sengetsu Sei 4 is just like, oh, here's Clown Piece. So that's pretty significant.
Yeah, I just want to get that over and done with.
The thing is, you can actually read Wildhorn Hermit and Forbidden Scrollery in whatever order you want because there's very, very little crossover.
I was probably going to start with Forbidden Scrollery if I didn't know where to start.
Forbidden Scrollery doesn't cross over into Wildhorn Hermit and vice versa. There's very, very little crossover. Kasen does not appear in Forbidden Scrollery at all, and then Kozusu and Aki really don't appear in... Kozusu doesn't make any appearance in Wildhorn Hermit. I read Forbidden Scrollery first because it ended earlier, even though it started later, and then I read Wildhorn Hermit after. So that's the order I went with. Symposium of Post-Mysticism is also between that, so I read that. That's AQ book number 2, basically. So I read Forbidden Scrollery, Symposium of Post-Mysticism, and then Wildhorn Hermit. And after that was... I think I read Alternative Facts next, and then I read Visionaries. There is also the Grimoire of Marissa, and the Grimoire of Usami. And the Grimoire of Usami is one of the latest books, and then the Grimoire of Marissa, I believe, is like 4th or 5th. Either way, I basically read them in chronological order and only changed the order with Forbidden Scroller and Wildhorn Hermit. Like, I think Curiosities is worth going back and looking at after the fact, but I just think that the style of writing is different from a lot of the other stuff. So I can't recommend it as a beginning one because as big a fan as I am of the series, I found it a little boring as a starter. So I feel like if I recommend it, some people just aren't gonna get into it, right? And they're not gonna want to read more. Took me forever to get past Curiosities. Ooh, that was close.
I almost went into that. Alright, let's take that other life.
You'll lose the life piece increase.
You can echo Usami's ability to reflect enemy bullets, except lasers. You have psychic powers, which one would you use? Teleportation? Telepathy?
It's an active card, though. You gotta use it yourself.
I guess I'd have to go with some nice psychokinesis. I mean, you can take care of everything besides that technology, right?
You buy it one up, you'll lose the life piece increase, though.
Oh no, my 1/3 of a life that I won't get by the end of this. To whom does the vast sky belong? That's a great question.
Yeah, Curiosities is also quite confusing, because again, a lot of it is from it's an introspective look from Renosuke's point of view, and you kind of learn that Zun's style of writing for the character is very, like, 3 deep 5 me. So a lot of what he talks about is kind of like, okay, what the fuck is happening? So, you know, it does detail a little bit against Sokyo, but I found it more confusing than anything. I feel like if I went back and reread it, though, I would understand more of what's happening, but, you know, as a first book, it was a rough one to get through for me. I didn't have any issue reading through the other ones, though. I really didn't. And honestly, the manga is great because it's a good story and good art. And you get to see a lot of good art for the characters. But
frogs go mlam mlam.
The just story ones, like IQ's books, the Grimoire of Marissa, and Aya's news articles, those are still great reads, even if they're not like manga style. So that was
I can't believe I didn't get hit.
touch and go. There goes that other life piece.
Ow, who needs it? Clearly not me. God Gamer here only bought one of.
If you had gotten hit, you would have been 1 piece away from a life piece. You should have taken the strategic bomb increase, I guess. Let me hold more, Zun. Let me hold more. I need them. I don't trust myself with 7 extra lives. I need extra.
I don't need it. I don't need it. Pichun. I need it.
Oh, there's also the Renko and Maribel stories that come with the albums, right? Haven't had a new one of those in 5 years. The last one was Old Adam's Bar.
I didn't know that one. So,
Yo, I didn't trouble. We're overdue for another Zoom music collection, that's for sure. Someday. Maybe when 17.5 comes out.
when the hell is that happening again?
I don't know! It was supposed to come out like months ago.
What? What happened?
I don't know what's happening.
It got delayed a week and then it didn't. But then then it got delayed for more than a week.
Tomorrow for sure. Is.
It's on Duke Nukem Forever status.
Oh yeah, oh, Capcom's thingy is on. What's happening, chat? Anything cool? There was a 6-year gap between Magical Astronomy and Trojan Green Asteroid. But wasn't Unknown Journey Mesmerizing Flower between that? Or was that after? Unknown Journey Mesmerizing Flower was I think I'm mixing that title up. That was 5.5. There wasn't a story attributed to it, it was just 3 music tracks. I don't remember if that was before or after Trojan though.
She died from my bullets that hadn't hit her yet, and then I came back and she was dead.
I know, that album was a donation relief one. It had a really good track on it. I really like the first track on that one. That's why there's 10 entries in the music collection series because of that extra album, even though there's only 9 stories. And one of which is Dolls in Pseudo Paradise, which doesn't have any relation to Renko Maribel at all. So there's only 8 Renko Maribel stories. That looks so weird. God, this one just like doesn't give you a break. Whoa!
Thank God they're small. You gotta be confident that you're not gonna get hit.
I hate it.
So to guarantee that I don't get hit, I'm just gonna let them pass me by.
There were 2, there was 1 original track and 2 mixes. I don't remember what the 3rd mix on the album was, but the second one was Yesterday Was Special, Tomorrow Is Not, or I think I reversed that as well.
Yeah. That's,
Tomorrow will be special, Yesterday is not.
Yeah.
And then Belle of ABC. Yeah, that's a good one.
My favorite stage theme.
Belle of ABC was, you got used to hearing that at the end of double spoiler. Retrospective Kyoto and Belle of Avarici are great. Too bad you gotta listen to them for fucking hours because the end game of those games is rough.
Alright, let's not forget the mission.
By the
Do not... Oh, well, there it is again.
It's tempting, it knows.
Do not forget the mission.
Alright. So once she leaves, she'll get new dialogue.
Yeah.
Take your useless card and shove it! Now you've lost your power.
Man.
Sorry, it's only stage 6.
How am I gonna win with my, like, 6 lives? 6 lives and my 1 bomb?
Then said in
My
an
bomb
interview
isn't even
he's
strong anymore.
not sure he's gonna make more albums. Not sure, okay, well, I think he should at least make 1 more then, just to conclude the story. Some kind of closure to their story, but like, whatever, it is what it is, right? I can't imagine it's too easy to just put out a whole, like, original album like that.
Have you never heard of Viper the Rapper?
Okay, well, I have. He does put out, he probably has the largest...
He puts out a full album every day.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't know either. I've never listened to his, I've actually never listened to a single Viper song.
Man's got, I don't know, man. I haven't heard that name in a long ass time, though. I'm not even sure who the fuck first, like, exposed me to that.
Probably Vinny.
Probably Vinny. You have no bombs.
That's fine. I don't even need them.
You have to succeed at your own merit.
I'll do that. I did it. Actually, I almost timed it out.
Bye.
Bye, Fox.
Fight for the Rapper. He releases a whole album every day, I guess, and full ass tracks. His discography is probably the biggest in the entire world.
His discography is massive.
How do you listen to every single Viper the Rapper song?
Well, Viper has to. He writes them.
Are you sure he writes them?
Alright, maybe he doesn't write them. I'm not actually sure on that lore, but...
How do you put out a full album every day?
I don't know, but Viper figured it out.
There's gotta be a secret to his success. Alright, so wait for her. She's gonna show up. And then she's gonna leave. Goodbye, Fox Girl. There she goes. Nope. There we go. You! That card you're holding, it's mine?
I bought it by complete mistake. I feel like crying.
Feel like crying? Excuse you. It's the one and only card that can control ownership. But you've shown me something quite interesting. It's a shame that you're gonna die here. Everyone who has this card feels like they were ripped off. Kind of feel bad for thank you.
So now I want to cry.
She feels insulted by this. That card controls the marketplace, but it's useless. It's like Blue Eyes Ultimate. Awful monster. But
not true. It's you playing Necron's deck sometimes.
but it's super well known, right?
I mean, it got the retrain in Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate.
Yeah, you might as well just speak a new fucking language with that one. What the hell did you just say to me?
Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. I have no bombs.
You're dead. Wow, you got so close to the top of the screen that it actually let you out the bottom. That was weird. You see that? Like, it went around you.
I didn't quite notice it. I'll probably see it in post though, when the VOD goes up.
Whoa, that was close.
Oh.
Well.
Spiral. Alright, maybe I should stop trying to be cool because I don't want to actually blow for real this time.
The card they bought cost no money, took all of their available money, took all of their cards they already bought. And since you don't get to buy any more cards with it at this point, you just, you know, it's a scam. It's like the boat and then the mystery box. You didn't take the boat. You bought the box because the box could have given you a boat.
This is actually really weird without the extra power. Alright, yeah, fuck that one.
Remember, you don't have Outer Bomb anymore.
It's fine, this still makes it explode. Alright, this one I kind of knew how to do, sort of.
You can buy Shimada's card at any point in the run, but I think the secret ending only works if you buy it at the end.
Yeah, that's what we were told.
Because it forfeits everything. So only having her card is more relevant than just having it along others. I don't like this one, but I think it's just because I move too much and I don't direct it properly.
Probably.
Man. Well, if you buy her card, you can't buy it again. But the idea of the card is that you forfeit all your money and current cards, and it gives you better shops. So that's why it's in the passive slot. So you need to have it be the only card, which is why it does that. And you don't need money anyway after stage 5, but at the same time, all of its effects are pointless at this point in the game, right? So you would never want to take it at the end of the game because you just forfeit all your abilities. So that's why it's tied to the ultimate ending. There's reason to buy it.
Supermaning around.
Is her card available in the extra stage? I don't know. I would imagine not, just because it wouldn't do anything. Victory.
Nailed it. Alright, I'm better at that one now. I used to not be able to do that one like at all. Alright, cool, got a bomb. I'm gonna use it.
You also can't start with her card. There are a few cards you can't seem to start with.
God, I love being carried.
Yeah, you're fine. This is the last attack. 3 lives, 9 bombs.
Alright, but I do need to cap this one, because I almost did it the first time, and then I kind of blew it.
I capped it last time, and I failed it pretty miserably this time. So I'll hold my 1 W. That's true. If you do take it on stage 1, you forfeit your starting cards as well. So, like, there really isn't a lot of opportune times to take advantage of it, huh? See, here's the thing, chat. This happens in Pokemon too, but whenever you have to write up a 13-stage scenario as to why this Pokemon could be good, there's a good chance the Pokemon is not that good. Alright? Please understand.
Alternate ending.
Like, oh no, you can use this Pokemon because in this one specific matchup that may never ever actually happen, like they actually have a good matchup. It's like you can use their ability and like, you know, buff them +6, and if they're +6 they can win. And it's like, you know what else I could do? I could click Dragovish. Like I don't need to. They are the same character. I understand.
Uh-oh, they're disagreeing.
So earlier they were scheming, and now this time they're not scheming. Oh wait, they're scheming.
They are scheming again. Oh, well the fox ain't here now. Sanai is confused.
Sanai is about to run the market. So the plot, I like how the plot of this game boils down to those cards. Yeah, they were all for fun. There was no danger.
Reimu stops them. Kaneko wants to make a profit.
There we go.
Yay.
No new information. What happened with it? Was there anything cool?
Alright, nailed it.
Alright, we got 15 minutes to 2 hour mark. So try the extra stage.
Alright, screw it. Markets are open. No god stands in the marketplace any longer.
So you can have your 3 cards.
I will take... I might not take this one. What will I take? Well, I might take Patchy's just for the extra bomb.
I'm probably
strength isn't gonna matter if she has a bomb shield.
I'm probably gonna take the Hodai elixir so my bombs become 1-ups.
Fair. I might do that too if it comes down to it, but I'll go with this for now.
They have different text there for why they're here.
Yeah. I figured I don't need a stronger bomb since she's gonna have a bomb shield most of the time anyway.
Yeah, and the stage, you know, you don't need a massive bomb for the stage.
My default bomb is massive enough as it is.
Yeah, Oku's card lets you drop a fucking sun. It's amazing.
You also start with the Magatama. I don't know what it does though.
I don't know either. That's not the one that goes on the side.
No. It's not the one that clears Bullet.
So we'll get some new lore here, and we'll see Momoyo.
Cat's favorite, obviously, because she won the propaganda poll.
Hime Mushi, Booga Princess.
This is not very cash money. Alright, come on,
Yeah, I have no idea how to do this extra stage at all.
I have not seen it since we tried it all that time ago. So don't expect much, chat. Just don't.
I certainly have more confidence in my ability to do Momoyo's first couple of nons because I can go upwards without veering left or right. Whoa, what is happening here? Yeah, that looks like one of those things that you have to do exactly right. I'm not sure how long this EX stage is either. It felt kind of long, but I think that's just because I have no idea.
It was our first time.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on in it.
You know, every part of a stage, it feels significantly shorter. Except 7 stage 4, and that one always feels like it takes 1,000 years.
I disagree when it comes to Lol Cave. Lol Cave's extra stage is annoyingly long. I let you off easy before, you seem useful, but if you're gonna cause trouble in the tunnels, I got no more use for you. Die like the pitiful human you are. Yep.
Fox. Oh yeah, this is her first like actual spell card.
Fox Winder.
Shit.
Oh, okay, so it's extended lane changing, basically.
That was better for this. It's something that should have been done a long time ago.
Alright. You explode. Kuda Gitsune cylinder box.
Reflective laser. My favorite kind of bullet to deal with. Just kidding, I don't like it.
Looks like they bounce about... I can't tell. Some of them bounce, like, one of them bounced 5 times. I think they all bounce 5 times and then fuck off. I'm not really sure, though. And then Stellar Fox, Dance of Heavenly Foxes and Dragon Stars. Oh, I remember this one.
Oh, yeah, wasn't this one, like, the easiest?
I couldn't tell the hitbox on those giant bullets.
I'm scared. So I'm gonna say it wasn't actually the easiest at all. Alright.
Well, she gives a whole 1-up.
She does, yeah. Actually, a little bit more, because I have an extra piece. Because an enemy dropped one. But yeah, she gives a whole 1-up.
Yeah, each spell card dropped a life piece.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get back down, I'm afraid. Oh, I do want this stuff.
Now, I remember there was this part. I don't understand this part.
Try going in a circle and see if it works. Never mind, I'm abandoning
It's gonna get worse.
Oh, it is. I don't have a bomb. Alright,
Hey, there we go. But it's not over. Remember, they're gonna spawn on the sides and they're gonna create a mess. Oh, Jesus.
Where am I? Can't believe I'm alive. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
You shouldn't have opened your mouth. This
Oh,
is
yeah, right,
a Spleen Eater.
Just kill these berries, please. I want the thing. Yeah, they have things.
You killed the next set.
Cool. Superman!
The tube is probably referring to that little tube she likes to carry around with her. I'm not really sure what's in there. It's also on her card art.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but I think you need to get out of the circle. So where you make them spawn, I think, is important.
Probably. Yeah, I'm not... Can't keep in mind, we have no
This
idea
part.
what the hell
I remember this part because they all come up the walls and I have no idea what to do.
Alright, so that's the end, right? Oh god, it's not over, Morty.
I got no idea what's going on here. Jesus.
I don't have a bomb. I want it out of there.
You kept going higher, it made it harder to get out of it.
Let me end the stage. I bombed the end anyway. Lady Kaneko seems to have accepted the ability cards, but is it really alright to ignore the mining here?
You're not Tsukasa. Who are ya?
I am Sanai Kochia, the Moria Shrine Maiden.
The Moria Shrine, huh? Ah, yep, that's your despicable face, alright.
Yeah, she's the opposite of everyone in the main game. She doesn't like Sanai or Rainbow.
Beg your pardon. The name's Momoyo.
Honest Dragon Eater.
I'm the Rainbow Dragon Cave's foreman, and I'm pretty sure the Moria Shrine has no business here, yeah?
There's something I personally want to know about the mineral being mined here.
Personally? And why'd you introduce yourself as the Moria Shrine Maiden?
Oh, that was just out of habit.
Be careful. That old Mukade is extremely dangerous, young Sanaya Kochia. Another one of ya? Who are you? I'm Misumaru Tamatsukuri, and the rightful owner of the Dragon Gems. Your actions have been wholly unacceptable. What's that? Rightful owner? Another one! You thieves are just piling on in here, aren't you? Miss Momoyo, I'm not a thief, I'm Tsukasa. This colorful Misumaru character is the thief that I mentioned. She's colluding with the human before you to steal all the dragon gems from the mountain.
Huh? Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
At this rate, we have no choice but to close down the Rainbow Dragon Cave. But Master Izunamaru doesn't know about this yet. I shall return a report to her so that she may pass her judgment. Hang on. You just said that Izunamaru doesn't know about those two being here, yeah? That is correct. Well, ain't this a chance to go all out? We don't need the Tengu's judgment just for some petty thieves. I can make the call myself. I'll pummel him into the dirt here and now. How unfortunate. We're about to get into a pointless fight thanks to that fox's prodding. Your opponent is an Omukade, a disgusting yokai that eats even dragons. You must win against her. Let me lend you a bit of strength.
Yay.
Miko laser.
10 out bullets. Stock of lives slowly increases.
For capping spell cards. That seems kind of good if you play well, but you also need to cap
Here's a
spell
spell
cards.
card item whenever you get hit. Nobody needs impractical things like 5 secret treasures. What do you think the most crucial thing for an eternal life is? That's right. Save.
You really need, you could buy a 1-up here as well.
Yeah. You're not... Oh, I'm not gonna do much for spell cards, let's be real. I don't know what to do.
Have you chosen a good card? Well then, Sanaya Kochiya, brace yourself and fight.
So many characters keep showing up that I can barely get a word in.
Are you finished getting ready, you cowardly thief?
Princess who slays Dragon Kings, that's metal. I just wanted to know about the minerals being dug out here.
Then I shall tell you, if you win that is. Tremble and joy, your resting place shall be beneath your own shrine.
Let's dig up. Alright, I don't barely remember what the hell to do. Like,
They're gonna like split and you gotta go up through them. And it's significantly less scary when you don't have to worry about your control stick veering you into them.
Right? So I really like her theme.
Cannibalistic insect. I see. Oh, the Wiggles! I remember this one.
Wiggles.
Oh god! Forgot they wiggled back.
Fucking come from behind.
It reminds me of Mother's Attack. You know the woman shoots out of her hand?
Oh, you're right, Bonk Shield. Forgot about that part. I can't be carried anymore, chat.
That's why I was gonna pick the one that turns bombs into lives.
Yeah, maybe I should do that. That's a better thing to do. Alright, so this one you kind of want to go up. Oh god. The way she shoots them out is not the way you think it is all the time.
I think the idea of this one is to prevent you from bottom hugging. Because if you get too close to the bottom of the screen, you'll get pinned.
Cave Swarmer.
Pellet bullet. Oh, jeez!
What?
They just kind of kept moving towards you.
Excuse me?
But you see where they're all spawning? They're just moving. They're not aimed at you. They're just moving.
All right, I got bamboozled, chat. I didn't know what was happening.
You're in the middle of it. Yeah, you gotta be to the side. So it looks like this one is just kite dodging. They do.
Very tight.
Well,
They
they vanish at least. What's open?
Open. Box up again.
You gotta go past the peed bullets. Woo! Yikes.
God.
Those get a little bit claustrophobic.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
Kirby lasers!
Ah.
Oh. Nice. Okay. Wiggle ghost, wiggle ghost, wiggle ghosts. And then she
Do not
fires.
remind me.
She fires a spread of 3. So you want to make that, you want to aim that away from you, I guess.
Probably. Or, just have homing, I guess.
Oh, but getting through the wiggle
Chad,
ghost is a
one
little...
thing I've noticed about her theme is that it's really short compared to other extra space boss themes.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Holy shit.
But that was not a good spot. Like, I'm only on spell card 3 and it's already looped.
Oh, life piece.
Alright. Oh god, this is
Now they're gonna get zigzaggy.
So they are.
So now you can't go up through them, you have to go, like... Yeah.
Alright, that's not terrible, but I was not ready for it.
I'm sure it'll get worse.
Probably, we're very not far enough.
Accumulating mind dump.
Oh god. Dropping minerals on me, Morty. Building up at the bottom, I can see.
And they're stopping earlier the farther it goes on. Oh god.
Some ISC level shit.
Wow, that is not resetting. How high is it gonna go?
Next.
You really should have stayed under her.
I couldn't.
I think it's capped. How do you do this when you're not when you can't shoot sideways, aka Marissa? Holy hell, this is taking a while.
My snacks are not strong because I have 1 power.
She's so high up the screen I can't see her health bar through the name of the spell card.
Everyone hears this sound eventually.
It's been 30 seconds since you've been pinned up there. There it is.
Go. Alright, that took almost a minute. Oh god, what is this now? Alright, same dealio! It's not the same. It's not the same at all.
It's they're closer together, so it's tighter lane changing. Not lane changing, sorry, but you need to pick the right lane and get through it before you get to the bottom of the screen and get crushed. I understand what's going on there, but I need to actually play it, I suppose, to get a better feel for it.
Wiggle. Alright. Well, that's my attempt.
That's it? You're not gonna do another one?
Do you want to do one?
Not really. It's 2-hour mark.
I mean, we can always wait then.
Yeah,
I don't mind waiting.
we'll take a crack at it next time. Maybe we'll be better prepared for it. But I think it's possible. I think it's possible to brute force our way through it with proper card setup.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the elixir next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a build that lets me have as many lives as possible, and we'll see how that goes. But that's all the 1CCs for normal mode, and 2 secret endings to see those. Well, for me to see them anyway, not you.
Is her timeout glitched like Saki's and Okina's? Not sure.
I don't recall, but I haven't actually seen her timeout yet.
It's not?
I have a feeling that we asked this when we first tried the extra stage as well. I think the answer was, we got their answer. So yeah, we're gonna chat. Are you available Friday?
No.
Fuck. All right, chat. Well, we're not gonna see Touhou again for another week when we come back and try Momoyo, and that's totally gonna work. All right. So we'll be right back. Gonna play some Isaac. You know, the usual stuff. We're gonna figure out what's going on with that, I suppose. And yeah. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. Yada yada yada. And I'll see you in just a moment.